Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with I don't know, something a little different. I wanted to do a reaction video. I found a video that I thought was interesting. It is the deadliest animal comparison from the YouTube channel Rygar Comparisons. Um, I've already added a link down below for the original video. Go check them out, give them some love. And yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting. I like these type of videos. I think they're kind of fun. And I figured I'd do a live reaction. I see people do reactions all the time, but not a lot of live reactions. So if anybody jumps on and wants to talk about them as well, feel free. We'll kind of walk through this. This is Deadliest Animal Comparisons. I'm going to bet, and this is my guess. I haven't watched the video yet, but I'm going to guess that one of the most deadliest animals are going to be deer, like white-tailed deer. We get them all the time here in Indiana, and they cause so many wrecks. So that's going to be a prediction for me. Also, I think mosquitoes are going to be at the top of the list too, because I think they spread a lot of disease throughout the world. So, and I'm not sure if this is through the world or by country. It really doesn't say in the description. I guess we will find out. So yeah, enough jibber jabber, as Mr. H would say. Let's go ahead and take a look at this video. You might hear thunder in the background. We're getting a thunderstorm going on. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Oh, share screen here. All right, so let's take a look at this and see what we think. All right, so deadliest animals. Play. Bats. 2 deaths per year on bats. 1 in 3. Is that 3,850,000,000 people die per year? Every 6 months, someone dies. Bats cause 1 to 3 fatal cases of rabies a year, down from 30 to 50 a year in the 1940s. This excludes coronavirus. That excludes the coof, because that was a thing, wasn't it? The wet markets and the bats. So bats, interesting. All right, next up are bears. 3 deaths per year. So 1 in 2 billion. Rate every 4 months someone dies. Most bear attacks resulted from humans surprising the bears. That makes sense. Biologists in the U.S. Tom Smith identified hunters at most at risk. Well, yeah, because you're out there. That totally makes sense. Hey, Firewall, how you doing, buddy? These are some weird toy reveals, aren't they? I know, right? Doing something different. We're doing a live reaction. Deadliest animals. Sharks, 4 deaths per year. So 1 in every 1.9 billion. Every 3 months, somebody dies from a shark kill. Humans kill 100 million sharks yearly. Holy crap. Is that real? Well, and when they talk about sharks, I bet they're talking about the little ones too. While there are only 80 unprovoked shark attacks every year, of which about 5% fail. Yeah, because most times if the shark's going to bite you, they're going to see if you're food, if you taste good. But they don't like our taste, so they usually just bite and run away. Unfortunately, some big sharks really tear you up. So I don't Firewall. I said that 2 that are going to be super big on this list are going to be deer, like white-tailed deer. We have a problem with that in Indiana. They run on the roads and kill people on cars and stuff. And mosquitoes. I think they spread a lot of disease and kill a lot of people. So those are my picks for tops. What do you think? Moose. 1 in 1.5 million people die per year. Every 10 weeks, somebody dies from a moose. So moose-related attacks are the result of people throwing stuff. Why would you throw stuff at a moose? They're huge. Feeding one increases risk of attack. Yeah, getting it close. That number is way too high for sharks. Great white sharks killed very few people in the last 50 years. Yeah, there's not too many people getting killed by sharks. So they're mostly injuries or limbs getting ripped off. And it's not just great whites. I mean, you got tiger sharks and other bull sharks and things like that too. Yeah, we almost emptied the ocean of sharks. Yeah, that's true. All right, so what's next? Spiders, 7 deaths per year. One in 1.1 million. Every 7 weeks, somebody dies from a spider bite. Over 43,000 different species of spiders, only less than 30 of them are identified as responsible for human deaths. Yeah, it's probably like black widows, brown recluses. I know there's some nasty ones over in Australia. Wolves, really? 10 deaths per year by wolf? That's unusual. I find that weird. One in 77 or 770 million. One person every 5 weeks, somebody dies from a wolf attack. Wolf attacks are on record, occurred centuries ago as a result of urbanization. Yeah, wolves typically try to avoid humans today. Yeah, that's kind of strange. It's more likely to die from a vending machine falling on you or lightning killing you than a shark attack. Oh yeah, for sure. I agree. Totally agree with that. All right, who's next? Cows. Oh, death by cow. That's terrible. There are 20 deaths per year via cow. It's got to be farmers, right? So one in every 385 million people die per year from cows. So every 18 days, somebody dies from a cow. A bull, they got a bull down there. Most deaths are farm workers, yep, where cattle are protective of their offspring and are unpredictable during breeding seasons. Totally can see that. Horses. I can see this too. One in 385. Again, every 18 days, somebody passes away. According to Australian Geographic, in Australia alone, within a span of 10 years, 77 deaths are caused by falling off of horses. Yep, I can see that. Christopher Reeve, he was paralyzed from that. Wolves are almost exterminated from France because they were thought to be too dangerous. Yeah, all over Europe. They were endangered here in the U.S. too. They're starting to make a comeback now in the U.S. thanks to preservation acts. Cows and horses are big animals after all. They are indeed. I bet there are people that die from getting kicked by horses because people walk up behind them. And they shouldn't do that because it freaks them out. The horses are like giant dogs. I like horses. Lions, 22 deaths per year, one in 350 million. So every 17 days, somebody dies from a lion. 2005 study found that since 1990, lions have killed 563 people in Tanzania alone. Female lions are typically more aggressive. Yes, they're the hunters. I wonder if that's poachers or bystanders or people on safari. Kind of interesting. Leopards. Okay, leopards, huh? So one in 266 million. Every 13 days, somebody dies from a leopard. Yes, they are big. A leopard shot in India in 1901 has been credited with at least 20 human deaths. Leopards tend to avoid humans nowadays. Yeah, because of cities and things. Ants. Ants. 30 deaths per year from ants. So there's a lot of poisonous ants. One in every 257 million. So every 12 days, somebody dies. 2017, a woman who was wrongly accused of stealing a car got bitten to death by fire ants after being tied to a tree by visual antes. Visual antes. Ha! See what I did there? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, fire ants are nasty, man. It's like getting a bee sting. If you're allergic to it, it'll kill you. Bees. Yes, there are lots of people allergic to bees. Correct me if I'm wrong, but lions don't make food source out of humans unless they're extremely desperate. Yeah, pretty much. Although they will kill people, they say that with big cats, tigers, and lions especially, don't keep your back to them because if you're smaller, especially if you're crouched down or something, if you're smaller, they're going to see you as prey and attack. and they may not eat you, but they will kill you because then you're going to mistake you for prey. I've seen that a lot on documentaries and stuff. So bees, every 7 days somebody dies from a bee sting. If a bunch of bees headbutts you, run. A colony finds you or find you a threat, then they'll send a full-scale attack if you don't back off. Yep, that's, if you're allergic to them, man, they can kill you quick. Just leave bees alone. We got to have them for honey, and we got to have them to help the trees and the flowers and the plants reproduce. Pufferfish, 100 deaths per year. 1 in 77 million people. Every 4 days, somebody dies from a pufferfish. That's weird. Most deaths come from consuming an inadequate cooked fugu fish, which may still contain toxins that can kill 30 adults. Holy crap. Yeah, I remember there used to be a big thing on pufferfish, like eating pufferfish sushi. That was really, really super dangerous. People doing that. I've never seen pufferfish sushi anywhere on the planet. I don't know. Is that a thing? Somebody leave a comment. Jellyfish. Oh man, I got stung by a man of war one time and it was terrible. 110 deaths per year. So 1 in 70 million. Every 3 days, somebody dies from a jellyfish. Most fatal attacks occur from the box jellyfish, the most poisonous of them, with over 5,500 deaths across a 50-year period. I can see that. I got hit by a man of war jellyfish. We were in the Keys, Florida Keys. Me and my dad were in a canoe, and it was grassy Key. We were staying at a hotel, and they had a little canoe. So me and him went out in the ocean with it, just off the beach, and I snagged one up on my oar and didn't know what it was, and went to go get it off, and got stung on my hand, and ooh, my hand just swelled up. It was like the worst bee sting I've ever had. Yeah, it's weird, but fugu that was not prepared properly, so dangerous after all, apparently. Apparently. Tigers. Yes, I can see tigers being very dangerous. 125 deaths per year. So 1 in 61.6 million. Every 70 hours, someone dies. Holy crap. That's crazy. So around 373,000 people died from tiger attacks between 1800 and 2009. Today, the annual death is about 100 in the Sundarbans. That's crazy. Yeah, it can kill you, but the cooks need 3 years of training just in order to prepare it. Yeah, if it kills people, I can see that. Geez, somebody dies. Man, tigers are aggressive, man. I think tigers are more aggressive than lions. And they're spread out further. You got them in Africa, you got them in India, you got them in Russia. They're cool animals, though. Deer. I predicted deer on this list. 130 deaths per year from deer. So 59.2 million. 1 in every 59.2 million. Every 67 hours, somebody dies from a deer. Most deer-related deaths are the result of people speeding and steering off the road to avoid collisions with a crossing deer. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. We have that problem here in Indiana. We get a lot of deer at night run across the road, especially at dusk. And it's funny, I never really worried about it when I was younger, but it's been in the past, I don't know, few years driving at night, I've kind of really seen it more and more and seen them more. And cross-country driving, especially if I'm driving across the Midwest, like I was driving back from Philadelphia, and it got dark by the time I got to Columbus, Ohio, and drove from Columbus back to Indianapolis in the dark. And I'm constantly looking for deer on that stretch of road. That really kind of freaked me out. And then driving back from Texas, it had gotten dark in Oklahoma, and at the Oklahoma border through Missouri and Illinois was a little bit freaking me out, for sure. I remember reading about a rogue tiger that killed around 22 people before it was put down. Damn. That was a good guess, dude. Yeah, man. Telling you, mosquitoes are going to be up there too. Telling you, mosquitoes are going to be up here. Buffalo. 200 deaths per year. 1 in 38.5 million die from buffalo. Now, this is an actual buffalo. This is not a bison. Those are different. We call American or buffalo or bisons American buffaloes. They are different animals. They might be up on this list too. One of the every 44 hours somebody dies. One of the big five, and half of all attacks end in death. Wounded buffaloes are known to attack pursuers until they die. Yeah, these things in Africa and in the Eurasian continent and Australia, they got water buffaloes down there. Yeah, those things look super aggressive. I see those things attacking lions all the time on nature shows. Hippos. I knew this was a big one. 500 per year. 1 in 15.4 million. So every 18 hours somebody dies. A 2014, a boat was capsized by hippos with 13 people killed. Hippos have been known to attack crocodiles and lions. I have seen that on YouTube. They are super aggressive. Those teeth, those tusks down here, man. And I didn't really know that until the movie Congo came out. The book, I read the book and then watched the movie, and they made a big stink about that. Buffaloes were nicknamed the Black Death, I believe. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Elephants. Yes, I can see elephants being very deadly. Elephants, 500 deaths per year, same as hippopotami. Elephant-human conflicts in India alone, such as crop raiding, results in about 300 human deaths and 50 elephants killed per year. Yeah, it's incursion on land is what it is. It's too much human population. And elephants are smart too. They are super smart and massive. Oh, they are so powerful. So powerful. Beautiful creatures, though. What is this? A tapeworm. 700 deaths per year. So 1 in 11 million. Every 13 hours, somebody dies from tapeworms. Tapeworms cause, I'm going to kill this, cysticercosis when the larvae enters one's intestines and brains. This is common in low-income countries. Okay, so a lot of people in third world countries, I'm going to guess. Crocodiles. Yeah, I can see that. Thing is, if you just cannot use a water source with a hippo or multiple hippos inhabit the water, don't go near them. So 1 in 7.7 million. Every 9 hours, somebody dies from a crocodile. Most croc deaths occur in poorer regions whose population uses rivers for essential daily lives, such as washing. Yeah, I can see that like in India, the Asian continents, Africa. Probably not so much in Australia. Fun fact, the longest tapeworm ever removed from a human was 82 feet long. Yeah, that's gross. It had to have been all up and down the intestines. Scorpions, 3,200 deaths per year. 1 in 2.4 million. Scorpions, one person in every 3 hours. Most deaths occur in low-income countries where individuals unable to seek antivenom. Yeah, I can see that. There's a lot of scorpion stings out in the Southwest, but antivenom and stuff, I guess, in the United States, right? Roundworms. Ascaris roundworms, 4,500 deaths per year. 1 in 1.7 million. Every 2 hours, somebody dies from this thing. The eggs of this roundworm, through dirt contamination, enters the human mouth and attacks the small intestines. Dirt contamination. Who the hell is eating dirt? Must be poorer nations. Must be third world countries again. Teepsie flies. Yeah. 10,000 deaths per year. So 1 in 770,000 people. Every 53 minutes, somebody will die from a tsetse fly. 1 an hour. Every hour, somebody's dying from a Teepsie Fly. They transmit a disease called sleeping sickness, a parasitic infection that leads to headaches, fever, and neuro problems. Ugh. Assassin bugs. Oh, we got these around here. Yeah, scorpions and venomous ones at the crawl in people's shoes, and they get stung when they intend to wear said shoe. Well, do not leave your shoes outside where you got scorpions. That's for sure. 1 in 642,000 people die. The assassin bug. Every 44 minutes, somebody will die. The assassin bug transmits the Chagas disease, which causes severe swelling of the heart and brain. I did not know that. Ugh, I've been very close to these bugs like my whole life. They're all over the place around here. I didn't know that. Snails? Didn't expect snails to be on here. 20,000 deaths per year. 1 in 385,000 people die every 26 minutes. The freshwater snail carries parasitic worms that cause cystosemiosis, which causes digestive problems. Interesting. Dogs. Interesting. 25,000 deaths per year. That's weird. 1 in 308,000 people, every 21 minutes, somebody can die. While most physical bites rarely end in death, dogs carry rabies that may infect those who are bitten, which is often lethal. Yeah, I guess, I mean, a rabid dog, but I think more often dog attacks are going to be maulings where it's a large dog that somebody's going to have like too much blood loss. Like when you get attacked by like pit bulls or Rottweilers, a big junkyard dog, stuff like that. Plus, the most venomous animal on earth is a snail. I did not know that. Snakes. 50,000 per year. 1 in 145,000 people die per year. That equates to 1 every 11 minutes. Most deaths occur in low-income countries where individuals are unable to get antivenom due to shortages. Yeah, I can see that. You get rattlesnakes, cobras, all kinds of venomous snakes in India and China and Australia, here in the U.S. Just let them go be their little snaky self. Humans. Yeah, that's fair. Let's pull that back out. 435,000 deaths per year from humans. 1 in 17,000.6 people die. Every 72 seconds, someone dies from a human. Let's see. This figure is for murders and homicides only. It excludes wars, suicides, traffics, accidents, drug abuse, smoking, alcohol, abortions, etc. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, humans are very aggressive. We are so aggressive. Have been our entire existence. Funny thing is, most bites happen because people accidentally step on snakes because they're so good at hiding. Yeah, you won't see them on the ground. Yep. Oh, look, mosquitoes. I nailed it. Number 1. It's mosquitoes. 725,000 deaths per year. 1 in 10,000.6 people die every 43 seconds. Somebody dies from a mosquito. Mosquitoes transmit. Deaths have fallen from 3 million a year in the 1990s to about 725,000 a year today. The most transmitted disease is malaria. That's crazy. 3 million per year in the 90s. That's 30 years ago, just over 20 years ago, right? Uh, that's crazy. Um, that's good that's been dropped down. That means a lot of science and medicine has evolved over the years. I was half expecting some viruses, but I understand viruses aren't exactly animals. Yeah, they're kind of animals, kind of not animals, kind of thing. So yeah, there it is. Crazy. So yeah, deadliest animals. First live reaction. Very interesting. Very cool. I like those kind of things. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Do you like these kind of videos where you can kind of watch and react with the reactor? I think that's kind of a fun idea. Do some interesting stuff. If you like that, definitely hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the alert bell when you know I put new videos out. And follow me on all the socials. I'll have the links down below. Check out this original video on the comparison channel. I think they got a pretty cool channel. And as always, look for more videos in the future. Thanks for hanging out, Firewall. Love you, buddy.